Alright, I'm finally back. I know I haven't made a video for like 3 weeks. I missed Christmas. This video is going to be coming out on New Year's, so yes, you haven't seen me for a while. And this time, I actually do have a good excuse. My SSD randomly decided it was time to spontaneously combust. And yeah, I only got the replacement for it yesterday. In the meantime, like, I wasn't able to record, I wasn't able to stream, I wasn't able to play any games, like, at all. I basically wasn't able to do anything. And, I had to, like, watch nothing but YouTube for, like, 3 weeks, and I want y'all to know that was hell, bro. Because YouTube is dry as hell. There was nothing to watch. But, I finally got the replacement, as I said. I'm back. I'm gonna put out more videos because, you know, I have some, content to catch up on. And really, I should have been more mad about all of this than I actually was because, you know, my SSD randomly breaking should have hurt me more than it did. You know, a bunch of games were supposed to release, there was a bunch of content that was supposed to appear, and I would have missed out on a lot of content, so really I should be fuming right now. But surprisingly, I missed very little. Because almost all of the games I thought would be releasing in the past 3 weeks got significantly delayed. And really, that's the main thing I want to get into in this video, and that's how much I actually despise release dates, and I'm gonna go into that in a second. Now, unfortunately, the first thing I want to talk about is Canard. You know, Canard was the first game I mentioned in my last video. It was supposed to come out on November 31st, so like the day after that video came out. And you know, I was really excited for that video and everything. If you were in my server, which you know, the link is in the description, everything like that, you probably even saw me say that it was the game I was the most excited for. So obviously I was very excited for this game. And this was before my SSD disappeared, evaporated, descended into the void. So, like, I realistically should have been able to at least get some Canard content out. But, the game got delayed, and, that was by, like, 5 days, so they said it was gonna come out on, like, December 5th or 6th or something like that. So, it's like, alright, it's coming out soon, it's whatever. Like, maybe they need to, like, spruce up a couple things, maybe they wanted to, like, add a bit more to the map. You know, that's okay. And then as that day got closer, they delayed it again. This time, indefinitely. And, okay, the game did end up coming out, but that was on, like, December 15th, which is, like, 16 days after they said the game was going to drop. But even when the game came out, it came out in, like, a really... Okay, I didn't personally get to play it, but from what I saw, and what I, like, saw on, like, the update logs and the announcements, the game seemed really unfinished and disorganized, which got to the point where it was so bad they already need to do a lore reset. Like, it got announced, I think today or yesterday, they're already doing a lore reset for the game. If you don't play closed community games, just know that's basically they're resetting data because of how bad how badly organized the game was. I'm sorry I'm laughing, like, I genuinely find it funny. Because usually with CC games, you can expect a lore reset after, like, a year, or at least, like, a couple months. But Canard needed a lore reset after less than a month. And that's hilarious to me. That will never not be hilarious to me. Now, I won't get on the case of the game's owner too much, because I understand that the game just started and management will probably get better and it's just disorganized at the beginning and yada yada yada. But they were the ones who gave that release date for the game before it was actually ready and significantly tested and everything. And then they had to scramble to fix the problems that inevitably showed up. And this mismanagement of the game, alongside the really long delays this release date had, it really reduced my interest in the game by, like, a lot. I'll still definitely play the game. I still plan to hopefully make content on the game, but I definitely can't say I'm as interested as I was before. because this does show like holes in like the development team and like the management of everything. Hopefully the game will get better. I'm pretty certain it is going to get better. So still keep your eyes on that game. But yeah, that's my personal take on that whole situation. And honestly, this situation isn't unique at all. This is something you see in so many games, whether they're closed community or not. They'll build up like a bunch of hype for their game, and they're gonna primarily do this through like teasers and trailers, and then they'll give a release date and they'll build up so much anticipation, which is actually a really good strategy for promoting your game. But then the problem is, these games almost always fail to meet these expectations. And I feel like this actually harms the publicity of your game more than if you gave a release date later on, like after the game was already ready. Like, I don't think it's worth the risk of that. Like, if you know you can finish the game off, like you're 100% certain that you can finish the game by the release date ahead of time, then I'd say it's worth the risk. But if the game just isn't ready, I feel like getting to that release date and then not releasing the game will harm your game and the reputation of it more than if you had just waited. Like, I don't know why games are in like a rush to like get people hyped. Like, come on. The date comes, no game is provided, and people will start getting annoyed at the developer or the owner or whatever for like doing this whole thing. Because it's like, okay, you were the one who got us hyped. You were the one who got us interested and intrigued and all that, and anticipating this date, this material date that you gave. And then we get to that point, and then you don't provide what we all got excited for. Like, obviously, people are going to be frustrated at that, especially when it's happening in so many different games at once, right? And then sometimes these games won't even delay by like a day or like a week. They'll delay by like a month or two. And it's like, at that point, why did you give the release date? Like, the only like reasonable explanation I can hear from an owner or like a developer saying why they had to delay their game is that they encountered like a major bug or something that they needed to deal with before they could release the game, and that's what's slowing it all down. And it's even worse when the game eventually does come out and it's in like a really bad or mediocre state, which makes it feel as if the developer is incompetent or lazy and had to scramble at the last second to fix the glaring issues that they failed to acknowledge earlier. It's irritating, it genuinely is. And this isn't just limited to game releases. Update delays can be just as bad. If you know, Deepoken's release date got delayed multiple times, I think by potentially up to half a year or maybe even more. And then even after it released, they continued to miss deadlines for like a bunch of their updates. Like Layer 2 came out late. Conquest got pushed back multiple times. By the way, that never even ended up coming out. They canceled that. And then even, what is it, Vow of Iron? I forget that stuff is called. Even that got delayed by like a decent bit, although not too much. And they actually did end up coming out with that, so kudos to them. But some people don't even know that Conquest got canceled, despite that happening like months ago, because they mentioned it in a log that not many people read. So like, you see what I mean, right? You're building up all this anticipation for something you don't deliver. And then people look at your game in a negative light. Like, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And all of this ticks me off so much because you're never forced to give a deadline for a release date or an update date or whatever. You choose what date this is. You choose what time you're gonna release the game or release this update, and you're the one who tells the community that you'll stick to the date that you've picked. When you're just picking these dates haphazardly, you're leading your community on. When you fail to meet that date, you're opening yourself up to obvious criticism because you are the one who puts yourself in that position to begin with. In most cases, I will say there are some extraneous circumstances that can occur. But in most cases, owners and developers are the ones who put themselves in these situations. If you want to give yourself personal deadlines, for when you want to have an update done or when you want to have the game finished for you and your developers and your sponsors or whatever, that's fine. But when you're making that public to your community and then you fail to meet that, like, and oh my, it's happened to so many games, bro. It's happened to so many games. It's not even just limited to Roblox now. They did that with GTA 6. The game has been delayed like 2 times now. I'm not gonna lie, the gaming industry is cooked. At least we got like Silk Song. But if you exclusively play Roblox, there's nothing to play. That's why the background footage of this video is gonna be sorcery, because that's literally the only thing I had on hand to play. I know this isn't how I should be ending the year on such a negative note, but I'll try to make my next video a more positive one, maybe, possibly. Don't take my word for it, because unlike these games, I'm not gonna pretend that I can ensure that my next video is gonna be positive. I'll see what I can do. Hopefully some of the games come out. Hopefully some of them are good. If you like this video, I'm sorry my videos have been kind of bland, but if you like this video, please subscribe. I don't usually ask for subscribers, but I'm trying to hit 1K before summer, so that way I can actually start taking YouTube like more serious and everything like that. Also, please like the video. That shows me y'all actually enjoy my content. Also, before I end this video, I wanted to say thank you for the last year of progress. I think this year we went from like 150 subscribers to 600 damn near. And really, I'm just so grateful that we've actually been able to make progress. And I've been able to maintain a decent viewer count and everything, and I've gotten like a lot of likes on videos and everything. And really, that's all possible because of my community, no matter how big or how small it is. So really, thank you for that. Merry late Christmas and Happy New Year. It's still New Year's Eve, but this is me formally signing off 2025. Hopefully 2026 will have bigger horizons, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.